So Manchester United for sale, and the Glazers want £6 billion for the club. Now that would be a world record figure for any franchise sports club in the world. Now, the recent benchmark was set by the Denver Broncos, who were sold during the summer for just short of £4 billion, about £3.85 billion. Chelsea, the sale fee was £2.5 billion with an extra £1.75 billion committed by Todd Bowley and his consortium to continue the infrastructure, improve the infrastructure and spend on players, etc. at Chelsea now. So the benchmark is £2.5 billion Chelsea, around £4 billion Denver Broncos. But the situation Man United is, they are regarded as the biggest, or one of the biggest football clubs in the world. I think they're up there with Real Madrid, Barcelona, and in terms of sports clubs, they're regularly compared to the Dallas Cowboys, the LA Lakers, the New York Knicks. They are a storied sporting franchise, as they say, and that will give them scarcity value, rarity value. And I think the best way to describe why Man United are worth £6 billion in the eyes of the Glazers is that if you've got the best house on the best street in town, it might be worth a certain figure, but because it is the best house on the best street in town, it's worth more because it's such a rare commodity and people want to be involved in that sort of thing. So while United aren't performing well on the pitch right now, they're a faded club in terms of what they win. They haven't won a trophy since 2017. They are still Manchester United, it's still a huge name commercially and sporting-wise across the world. So anyone that buys Man United, it may be a £4 billion valuation on paper, but you have to pay extra because of who they are, what they are, and what they can develop in the future. So people that want to buy Man United see that in terms of the ability to develop the brand, to capitalise commercially, and in terms of streaming situation, digitising the brand, there's so many opportunities going forward, which it looks like the Glazers, obviously they know that, but they can't afford to bridge the gap between improving the stadium, keeping the team winning and paying the debt. The debt is now over £500 million. They need £200 million, £250 million maybe to upgrade Old Trafford. And they spent over £200 million in the summer trying to strengthen the squad. So all of a sudden, with debt becoming increasingly expensive to borrow, the interest rates across the world, the walls are closing in on the Glazers financially. So they have to sell, they have to move the club on because they can't afford to keep it at the top. And if they can't afford to keep it at the top, it diminishes the value of their assets. So right now is probably the optimum time for the Glazers to sell. And that's why they think they can get £6 billion for it. Man United are, as I say, one of the biggest sporting brands in the world. And while they may not be valued at £6 billion on paper, I imagine that they'll easily get £6 billion because they're such a rare commodity in a sports franchise.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.